Welcome back to the Keeping It Real KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix. And again, Happy New Year. This is the New Year's Day collective tarot reading. I did a reading for 2023, which, by the way, all of the 2023 readings are up for all of the signs. I did a reading for the collective for 2023, and then I did 2023 readings for each individual sign. So be sure to check those out. If you don't feel like scrolling through the podcast to figure out, okay, where's the episode at for the 2023 readings, the easier way to do it would be just to go to the YouTube page, which KIRWKC.com. So go to, you can find the YouTube page by typing in KIRWKC in the YouTube search and it'll bring up the channel. And then go to the playlist, click on 2023, and then you will see all of the readings there. Whatever reading you watch or listen to, whether it's this one, the 2023, or the individual sign readings, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Also, all of the readings are up for January. So the general readings are up for all of the signs, the love readings are up for all of the signs, and the money readings are up for all of the signs for January. So yeah. I have something in my head, just like I had something in my head earlier when I was doing that reading, because I was doing the pre-shuffle, and that Seven of Swords came out again. Seven of Swords came out in the Mercury retrograde reading. So definitely be mindful of what people tell you. Also, for some of you, there may be a situation where you don't need to know the information, because knowing the information could cause a disturbance in your life and in your energy. So if you feel somebody telling you something that you don't want to know, or that you feel like, this is kind of then just cut them off before they can finish. Be like, hey, I don't know where you're going with this, but can we change the subject and talk about something else? And do that. Because I feel for certain people, with them having the information too, that, I don't want to say that makes them a target, because that has a negative connotation to it. That adds exposure. So it adds exposure to the person who receives the information that they really shouldn't have received in the first place. All right? So yeah, but I have something in my head. Again, Mercury retrograde, people coming back, all this other stuff going on. But I want to pull the message. And I want to see if the message in the cards matches the message in my head. May I have the energy for the collective for New Year's Day? May I have the energy for the collective for New Year's Day? Energy for the collective for New Year's Day. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have a few cards, please? Thank you. What'd I tell you? Somebody is doing some shenanigans this month. Deceit came out. Now, mind you, there's this other tarot reader, True, with True Water Intuition. She usually reads for Cancer, but you can always find the message in anything. You may want to check her out. One of her readings that she did, this card came out, and then when she clarified this card, it was the Seven of Swords. So be mindful. And I'm going to just tell, I usually wait until the end to tell what's in my head for the title based off of the energy beforehand. But I'm not waiting, I'm telling you now. Keep that devil out of your life. That is the message in my head that I picked up when I did the pre-shuffle. Keep that devil out of your life. And I kid you not, this man even looked kind of demonic in this picture with deceit. Keep that devil out of your life. And again, this doesn't have to involve romance. This is just in general, people in their shenanigans. And I mentioned this too about 2023. Don't be surprised if more fraud and stuff like that starts happening in 2023. Just saying. All right. May I have some more cards, please? That This wants to come out. I got this right here. I'm going to take this, which is door to personal healing and happiness. And I was in the pre-shuffle, rest and rejuvenation came out from this deck in the pre-shuffle. But door to personal healing and happiness. And that's what you're doing. You're resting, you're healing, you're rejuvenating yourself. This is a time of rest and rejuvenation, not a time of shenanigans. Now, at the bottom of the deck is the broken heart. Some of you may have been dealing with the broken heart. Again, it doesn't have to be romance. It can just be that somebody let you down. Where maybe you thought someone had your back. And it's like, wow, they really showed who they are. And when they showed who they were, it broke your heart. Just saying. But I'm still on the same energy. Keep that devil out of your life. And for those this is resonating with, if you know, you know. All right. May I have some more cards, please? Thank you. Storm warning. Somebody's coming back in with some shenanigans. They're trying to bring all this chaos and hell into your life. Coming back saying whatever. What's at the bottom of the deck? Because I didn't even check that. Magician in the mirror. Every time I see this, I think of temperance and balance. For some of you, based off of this, I feel like this person is your opposite, but that's why they are so drawn to you, or you may be drawn to them, or you're drawn to each other. But I feel like that's playing a role too. But again, keep that devil out of your life, because the shenanigans are there. I feel like, and it's interesting how this order came out. Notice that this is the card in the middle. Door to personal healing and happiness. This is about you. On the left side, we have deceit. On the right side, we have storm warning. So we have these two cards surrounding your door to personal healing and happiness. These two cards want to close in and bring chaos to your life. And you have to stand your ground and be like, I'm not with the shenanigans. That's one of my favorite words, by the way. I love that word. I don't know where it came from. I need to look that up sometime. Where did shenanigans come from? Because I like that word. But you have to let them know that you're not with the shenanigans. Now, let me pull from my Angel Oracle deck. May I have the energy for the collective for New Year's Day? May I have the energy for the collective for New Year's Day? Energy for the collective for New Year's Day. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Okay, thank you. I like this. I like where this landed. May I have one more card, please? Thank you. I like this. I like this. What's at the bottom of the deck? Within the next few months is at the bottom of the deck. Within the next few months. All right, so first card that came out, look for a sign. Now something said to me, because I'm not necessarily clarifying the deceit card with this card, but something did say to me, for some of you, your intuition is telling you that something is off with someone. This is saying look for a sign to confirm it. Where it's like your intuition is saying, okay, something's not right, something's not right, something's not right. And you need the receipts. So look for a sign. For others of you, this look for a sign is exactly that. I honestly feel like for some of you, You're trying to figure out when to take the leap. My other phone is going off. Give me just a second. I need to. Okay. You're trying to figure out when you should take the leap on something. Look for a sign on that. Now, I like how this landed under door to personal healing and happiness. It says you're ready. It says you're ready. You're ready to step through that door to your personal healing and happiness. Because you're ready. Again, keep that devil out of your life. And for storm warning, under that fell recovery. So you're recovering. Again, door to personal healing and happiness. Don't forget, rest and rejuvenation came out in the pre-shuffle. I feel like for some of you, and something just said this to me too, with Mercury retrograde going on right now, and you might want to check out that reading. It's a collective reading as well. You might want to check that out, because one thing I was talking about in that reading is how the energy of Mercury retrograde usually pulls on people and it brings up the past a lot. Also, with the full moon in Cancer, people will be in their feelings because it's Cancer. So for that, some of you during this period, going throughout the month, might be pulled back to old wounds and stuff like that reopening, and then you're thinking about them. But what this is telling me is that you're recovering from them for some of you. Where if you're dragged back into the past, where you're going back down memory lane, or you're becoming kind of nostalgic on certain things, but then you realize, okay, now you're thinking about things that brought you heartbreak and stuff like that. For some of you, you will see actually that you are much better now than you were before. That you're recovering. And you've noticed, okay, this is a huge recovery. Like, it's a recovery that you will notice. For others of you, you will recover from any storm that you may have to endure during this period. Is what this is saying. It's saying that there will be recovery. All right, let's go ahead and start clarifying some cards. Now that's interesting. Some of these are turned upside. Wow, that is crazy. Man, I kid you not. If you look at my deck, when I was putting the cards back up, because the Devil and Judgment came out in the pre-shuffle. And when I put them back after I finished shuffling, I thought I put them this way, like with this side showing. When I put them back, and I didn't even know this until now. Look at them. You see the two cards right there? Hold on, the cards almost fell out of my hand. Hold on, you see the two cards right there? How they're not face down? This is a confirmation. This is like a double confirmation. I did not notice I did that. I promise you I didn't notice this. So, back in the reading again is the Devil and Judgment. Now, we all have free will. You're grown. You can do what you want to do. But the energy is saying, keep that devil out of your life. You want to know why? Because of this at the bottom of the deck. The Wheel of Fortune. This energy right here can bring this to a grinding halt. Now, in my other reading for Mercury retrograde, it was about setting your intentions and staying focused. The reason you want to keep the devil out of your life, whoever this person is because they're going to stop this wheel from turning in your favor. And if they don't, or I wouldn't necessarily say stop it, they will slow it down, because this is inevitable. But this can slow it down. by you deciding to go back down this path again. Because don't forget, judgment is here about second chances. Can we clarify the cards on the table for the collective? Can we clarify the cards on the table for the collective? Can we clarify the cards on the table for the collective? Knight of Swords, when I split the deck, somebody might be making swift action or swift decisions. Let's see. All right, may I have some cards, please, clarifying the cards on the table? Thank you. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles for some of you. Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Someone might be slow to come back in. It's almost like they have split personalities. One minute they want to rush in, the other minute they want to take their time. And then for others of you, this Knight of Pentacles might be you moving towards your goal, or moving towards your recovery, or moving towards your rest, moving towards becoming whole again. Okay. So, King of Pentacles came out, lots of pentacles. Four of Wands, but it's in the reverse. So, for somebody, you may be dealing with someone that is well off, even could have been living with them, but there wasn't any happiness there. There was something that was missing. Now, for some of you, this could be a family situation. The King of Pentacles could be a father. And it's just that it wasn't a happy home with the family. Where maybe you live with your parents or something like that, or either maybe this was when you were a kid. I'm waiting to see if the Six of Cups comes out, because that'll let me know for sure. Nine of Cups came out, which is wish fulfillment. So something is happening. Thank you. Am I taking? I guess so. So those two. Thank you. Ace of Cups, new offer, Fool, new beginning. Somebody wants to start fresh because of wish fulfillment. They want to start a family. Honestly, these storylines run me low sometimes because they can be repetitive at times. And it's just like, you know, but the cards are the cards and the energy is the energy. But yeah, secretly, I wish people would just make up their mind. In the sense of, do you want to be in a relationship or do you not want to be in a relationship? Do you have to do the shenanigans? Do we have to be deceitful all the time? Can we not just be honest with each other for once? That's kind of the energy. Yeah. But I digress. Anything else the collective needs to know? Thank you. What is this? Oh, good Lord. Three of Cups. Celebration. For some of you, I heard in my head, somebody think they got this in the bag. Someone thinks that, oh, you're going to say yes because it's me. I mean, look at me. I'm the King of Pentacles. For some of you. Thank you. Knight of Swords came out again. It came out when I split the deck and now it's come out into the reading. So yeah, being decisive, making action, quick movement. I don't know why I'm like hearing in my head somebody's going to run off in the opposite direction. Somebody might literally start running once they see the person. What's at the bottom of the deck? Six of Cups. Six of Cups. So this confirms what I was talking about earlier. For some of you, it's a family situation. And if you had an issue with the parent or parents, then they may want to work on restoring the relationship, especially during Mercury retrograde. They may want to work on restoring the relationship with you. However, if this parent gave off devil energy in the past, then you have to make that decision on whether you want to let them back into your life or not. I don't know if this is resonating with someone. I don't know what the severity of the situation was. Only you would know that. But yeah, it's going to be up to you. But for those of you who are dealing with romance, and in some cases, even if you might be dealing with a family member, the energy is still saying to me, especially with Seven of Swords coming out in the pre-shuffle, and then Deceit coming out in the main reading, and then Storm Warning as well. The energy is saying keep that devil out of your life. That's the vibe I'm getting. So yeah, keep that in mind as you start this new year. This is the first day of the new year. Keep that in mind. Don't let people deter you from your happiness or from the abundance that is meant for you. All right? And that is the message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, be blessed.